What's up, you guys? I am back from the beautiful Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, and I stayed in the state of Jalisco. And I'm making a point of telling you that because when I got there, I had been saying the state wrong. I was saying Jalisco, and this lady I was talking to, she's like, say that again? I said, Jalisco? She's like, no, it's Jalisco. And she started cracking up. She thought it was so funny the way I was saying it. So anyway, that's where I stayed. It was beautiful. I saw whales every day. This is the whale season in that particular area. So I saw whales every morning, and pretty much, throughout the day, they come down from Alaska. It was just sunny. It was warm. It was just beautiful. The people were beautiful. The food was amazing. The food was inexpensive. I mean, when I first got there, I made my way to a vegan spot that I found that I had seen during my research. And I mean, I got one of those immunity shots. I got an amazing berry spinach salad and all this other stuff for like $8, which I thought was great. Because here, even just a shot like that probably would be $3 or $4, probably about $4, $4 or $5. There it was like $1.74. So you can eat very well in Mexico. I mean, you can eat healthy, you can eat really good food. So I love that part. I loved hearing all the music. Those people, I mean, they just like to move, be free. They get moved by the music, and they're not afraid to just be themselves. What else? There was just a lot of love there. I saw so many people that were holding hands and, sitting on the bench together. And it was just really nice to see that. I felt like Puerto Vallarta was filled with just so much love. I mean, and the people that live there love it too. And I bet it's because it's sunny most of the time. So being in that type of environment really does change your perspective about things and your attitude throughout the day. So with that, I really believe that I learned that that's what I love. I really don't love this winter, and I don't like the snow very much anymore. So starting January, February, March, and April, I may find myself in another country of South America every year if I don't choose to move there beforehand. But anyway, it was just an amazing experience. And if you've never traveled solo, it is an expansion and an awakening of who you are and awareness of just so much about yourself. And it's a wonderful thing to do, and I highly recommend you do it if you can get past the fears of traveling on your own. So what I did was put together a few tips, like 5 tips about things that I learned in doing this trip. Because like I said, it's the first solo trip, especially out of the country. So before doing that, I had lots of little fears, anxieties, but there are a couple things I did to help put that at ease. So number 1, I did lots of research. I mean, I did watched all kinds of YouTube videos, read different articles. I joined Facebook groups. I attended a summit of people that are actually planning on becoming expats and moving to actually different countries all over the world. So there is a huge exodus going on. So all the resources that you have available to you, do your research, and it helps to put you at ease and feel more comfortable about what it is that you're doing. So if I just listen to people that, like I tell people when I'm going to Mexico, sometimes the first thing that you hear is something negative about it, or something that might increase your fear. Oh, don't go get kidnapped. Well, I could get kidnapped here in the United States. You know what I mean? So do your research and get to know the people, even through social media and the things that you read. In the YouTube videos, you really get to see a lot of actual things that are going on. And that's what is really going on, not what people hear that have never been there. You know what I mean? So the other thing is try not to take your negative beliefs about the people in the country with you. I grew up not really knowing very much about Mexico. I grew up in Orange County, California, but the only thing I knew about Mexico was Tijuana. And when I went to Tijuana, the one time, I just didn't like it. It was just, it was nighttime, we went for partying and stuff like that. And so I was like, I kind of equated that to being what Mexico was like. And then of course you hear about the cartel and all these other little things. people want to do this and people steal from you, all kinds of stuff. So, but you have to get past all of that. So negative beliefs about a country, until you have been there yourself and experienced it, try not to take those beliefs with you, because you may be keeping yourself from a whole new world of things, just based on negative beliefs that you actually, know nothing about. So 1, do your research. Number 2, don't take the negative beliefs with you. Be open to all the opportunities and the people that come towards you. And if you take those beliefs with you, it kind of closes you off to becoming friends with people that you meet there, and just being open to people being nice to you. So that was the other thing. Number 3, be willing to talk to people. And I found myself being like a little chatterbox when I was there. I mean, I was talking to people, having conversations with folks on the boardwalk, and you had to ask people to take your pictures, but that's me kind of somewhat too. But being there forced me to really do that even more. So for a person that's not that talkative, you may be surprised how much more you open up and speak to people, just because you, 1, have to find out information. You have to get understanding about, either where you have to go, or maybe conversion of money and all that other good stuff. So, and enjoy those conversations, kind of savor them. You'd be surprised that when you open up, how it also allows other people to approach you, because they kind of almost like feel that, oh, okay, she wants to talk. And not everybody is trying to take advantage of you. So let not your first thought be, what do they want from me? Because it may not be anything. They're just trying to be nice to you, okay? So the biggest thing is just putting down those fears and beliefs, and closing yourself off to people. And then the other thing is, you got to be willing to be a little uncomfortable when you travel solo. So you may have to, like, for 1, I went on a tour, and on my tour was only like Mexican families and stuff like that. And even the tour operators were Mexican. So everybody was kind of like speaking Spanish. I could understand un poquito, just a little teeny weeny bit. And but the people were so nice and accommodating, and really trying to get to know me. And actually, one family that I did end up speaking to, I thought they were from Mexico because they were speaking Spanish, but they were actually from Utah. And then they started speaking to me in English once I ended up speaking to them. So I was being, I was open and willing to talk. And so I ended up meeting a new family. Their kids were wonderful and all that other good stuff. And then it was funny because on the trip, while they're playing music and doing all these things, and I was like, hee, hee, hee. And, but I was enjoying myself because we were on the boat, and, we were going to do some excursion. So, but at first it was a little uncomfortable because I didn't know what to expect. And then, like I said, in the back of your mind, you think these things like, oh, what if this happens? What is it? Oh, forget it, okay? It probably will not happen. So just be open and willing to be a little uncomfortable, kind of go with the flow, and just good things start happening. So, and then the last thing is, when you go to a different country, and I know a lot of people are excited about getting good deals. So when I went there, my dollar was worth about 20 pesos, which was cool, really good. But at the same time, I wasn't trying to take advantage of people or get the very best deal at their expense, you know what I mean? So I was happy because my dollar was worth a good amount. But at the same time, I wasn't trying to nickel and dime people to where they weren't earning something. So be willing, when you go to another country, even if you get a good value on your dollar, be willing to be fair with people, okay? Give them the money that they're worth. And try not to be so concerned about getting so much for so cheap that you end up taking money out of the mouths of their families too. So, I mean, especially during this COVID thing, and people not, they're not having experienced much travel, so they're really hustling, trying to make money. So when you go to another country, just be fair with people. leaving tips and giving dollars. Try not to negotiate them and nickel and dime them so much that you are not allowing a person to earn the money that they're working for. So tip well and be willing to give a little extra, okay? The other thing is just enjoy yourself. It was really great to be there by myself. I mean, you could get up when you want. I even did my classes online, so I was excited about that, and that actually helped me to feel a little bit more on schedule with things. So that was good work time, and just enjoy it. That's all I have to say. Puerto Vallarta is a beautiful place to start, and it's an easy place to start when you're doing a first-time trip by yourself. It's very safe, the people are helpful, and I felt very comfortable. And again, I can't say this enough, but I encourage you to do this for yourself if it's something that you have been considering or contemplating. Also, if anyone has any questions about things I may have experienced or about traveling to Puerto Vallarta, please feel free to message me. I'll be more than happy to share all of my information. Okay, thanks for listening. I hope this was helpful. And like I said, if you want more detailed information, please feel free to ask. All right, see ya.